Got a body for the top, man. Hey, bang. Hey, 10 toes down. I got shows and verses. I'll bring them to your town. For the right fucking amount. You can hit me up right now. Hey, 54 show and 24-12. I'm a loose screw, I ain't no nail. Walk up in the building.
Ladies and gentlemen, listeners around the world, we apologize for the delay. We're late, but we're here. We're setting some things up so that we can play some games later today. Welcome back to another weekly edition of the 10 Toes Down podcast on a Friday, different day of the week. Hope everybody is having a fabulous Friday. Looking forward to
games on your phone.
Nate Harrington has games on his phone. We are joined here with the usual suspects. Jake Sullivan continuing his absentee streak, but he hopefully will hop in the chat later. Fingers crossed.
Dude, you thought you were so cool for doing that. You thought you were so cool for doing that.
Torn, we are not even a minute in, and you are already on like main character timing right now.
That's okay.
Yo, and I got that on video, bro.
I missed what he did. What are you doing right now?
John, were you not locked in?
I was not paying attention to Torn. My bad.
He just went like,
dude.
He did like the cutthroat thing. Where he's like, nah, he basically went like this.
Coming from a coach. Coach.
We have the usual suspects, like we said. Fellas, how are you guys doing today? How was your week? Anything to highlight? Anything to talk about?
I dunked on Brandon Cronin basketball yesterday.
You dunked on me? You said? No.
That just did not happen.
And nobody dunked. Actually, nobody dunked. Trevor attempted one.
Joey did.
And Joey did.
I said some very silly things in a gym stakeout in front of the counter very loudly.
I can't say what you said. I don't even know why you would mention it, because now they're going to ask.
That was bad, bro.
If you want to know.
You made his name Jeff.
I guess I don't know.
I did make my name Jeff.
You made your name Jeff, and John was George.
George
Cooper.
It was
looking for brisket.
That was Laquan Treadwell.
Looking for brisket. Nate was Laquan Treadwell. Nate had to work at... Nate, how was working at 6:30 in the morning at Dash's?
Someone used his regular name.
He did because he's boring. How was working at 6:30 a.m., Nate, at Dash's?
Today? I didn't work at 6:30 in the morning today.
This week. You said you worked at 6:30 the one day.
It wasn't bad.
Oh. I was hoping for more of a story. Anyway... If you guys read the title, we are here to discuss, first and foremost, who we think is in and out of the playoffs. Division winners, wildcard teams, who could sneak in, who could disappointingly miss, who were the shoo-ins. You've got to cover it all today. A lot of teams to talk about, a lot of things to discuss. First off, I put them in the thumbnail not because I think the Titans are going to make the playoffs, because I don't, but Jeffrey Simmons was just given a very large bag, and I want to know your guys' thoughts, because... What? I don't know, Jim.
I had a yawn.
It's 2026. They really want him around. I guess he was probably going to.
He's pretty good at what he does, though.
He is good at what he does.
He's pretty good at what he does.
I'm gonna plug in my lamp.
I mean, like out of all the defensive, is he considered a tackle or a defensive end?
He's a D tackle.
I think he plays more interior, doesn't he?
He's a tackle.
So. I mean, out of all the defensive tackles, dude, I don't know. He's probably top 3.
Oh,
I mean, maybe, I don't know how highly are we on Chris Jones still, or is Chris Jones still considered like
we're all good
DT1?
No, we're good on Chris Jones.
Dexter Lawrence is coming off a down year.
Yeah.
Brandon Williams was also tossed around for a while as like one of the better defensive tackles, but I mean, I think Jeffrey Simmons could be the DT1 right now, especially with Metabuike also coming off a nearly season and career-ending injury.
He did miss a lot of time. Not a lot of people talk about that.
Vega isn't as dominant as he used to be either.
Dylan's back in the chat. Anyone got any cool plans? I'm actually loving Ohio weather recently. John, you were in Ohio. John, you were down in Ohio for a little bit.
I was down in Ohio for a little bit.
What is the weather like? Is it hotter down there during this time of year than it is in Buffalo? Or
sometimes,
outside
but
is
it's really pretty similar most of the time. But it can get hotter. It can get much hotter.
I'm trying to think who else would be like the DT1 of the NFL.
Jalen Carter.
Mason Graham.
Yeah, you get the fuck out of here.
Get out. Who torn?
Jalen Carter.
Oh well, yeah, but for Jalen Carter, I felt like last year was very disappointing. A lot of not as great from a production standpoint, and he did a lot of stuff on the field that was just extremely stupid. I mean, thinking back to Week 1 specifically when he spit at Dak and got ejected, took a lot of dumb penalties. He still definitely could be up there, like definitely one to two.
I mean, the DT game is kind of slim right now, but yeah, I would say, Jeffrey Simmons could be the one. It's probably Dexter Lawrence. I don't know how well he'll play in Cincy though. I don't love to say Jalen Carter because it doesn't, it's not the best for my Jalen Hurts kind of agenda, but.
Dude, forget about agendas. Put agendas to the side and just be like, yeah, he's got one of the greatest defensive tackles in the game right now.
But he doesn't have this like godly defense that everyone says he has.
He just had two I'm not getting into this. I'm getting ready to
They were really they were very down last year.
He's Bay and Cooper DeJean.
They were very down last year, in my opinion. The depth is terrible. The depth is terrible. I mean, you have to have things beyond your starters as well.
When his defense didn't throw a game-losing, blind interception against the 49ers.
Okay. All right, that was a pretty...
49ers team that they should have mopped the floor with.
All right,
they didn't even have George Kittle.
Playoff game was pretty bad, but regardless...
I blame the offensive coordinator, though. I thought for me, it's always come down to the offensive coordinator ever since Kellen Moore left. But
I mean, yeah, last year their offense couldn't do much, and people want to blame Jalen Hurts for that.
It's because Jalen Hurts is just mediocre. He just doesn't excel at anything. He's just not. I'm not getting to get Jalen Hurts talk. So we
can actually, because I think if we're talking playoffs, we should start with the NFC East, who, in my opinion, is one of the few divisions where all four teams have a solid shot to make the postseason. The Giants got a lot better.
Yeah, I don't see the Giants coming out the gate hot though, with the absence of Malik Neighbors.
Me too. This weekend it's supposed to be very, very nice. You guys got any plans to enjoy it? I have a wedding I'm going to. And outside of that, we're probably just chilling.
I'm working most of the time.
Yeah, it's probably just a chill weekend for us. But who do you guys think winning the NFC East? Because this is one of the more interesting divisions.
I got the Cowboys.
I'm torn.
Not by a lot, though. I think it's.
I like
close.
Dallas because I think Dak's winning MVP. So by default,
I think especially with the defensive improvements, we'll have 3 playoff teams.
Okay, you're smoking crack.
That's not ridiculous. What? Whoa.
I just don't think the Giants are there yet.
No, but the Washington Commanders.
Bro, we're gonna see Jane Daniels snap his arm again halfway through the season.
Commanders might.
What did he do to really get better outside of draft Sonny Styles?
I mean, do you need to do much more than that?
Their defense looked horrible last year. Terry McLaurin had a completely injured. They lose Terry McLaurin, they're cooked. They have no good run game. Jane Daniels has been injury prone.
Well, it seems like they're about to sign Stephon Diggs or Brandon Ayuk, whichever one of the two.
Brandon Ayuk has got worse CTE than Antonio Brown.
He does, but if they get Diggs, then that division's in trouble. I want Diggs to come back to the Bills. I've been saying that for weeks here on this podcast.
We definitely want Diggs back on the Bills.
It would just be so nice to see him back where he belongs in the Bills uniform, and I think our offense would just explode even more than it already is going to with DJ Moore, who's just going to be elite. But I also have Dallas. I think I have
Dallas and Philly.
Just won it a little.
Going to be
Philly's
close.
Just won it. It's been so many years in a row.
I just think I think the Eagles, especially with some of the guys that they lost from last season, I think they're not going to be as dominant, but they're still going to be obviously good enough to make the wild card.
Yeah, Philly will be a wild card team, and the Commanders will be like close. I think maybe not. The NFC's so tough.
The NFC is always tough.
It's so tough because the NFC North is even more of a case for this, where literally all 4 teams could make it, and then the West has 3 teams that could make it.
So then there's the NFC South.
I guess not. I guess the only path really for the
NFC
Commanders
South
would
is
be
up for grabs though too, John.
Yeah, but
only
one team's
but only one team is going to make it. That's why I said, and then there's the NFC South.
Yeah. Whoever wins that's making it. That's your only path.
I think we're as good as like the Giants offseason was. Malik Neighbors, we don't know when he's going to return. That's huge for their offense. They just traded Dexter Lawrence away. They just lost one of their defensive interior guys for the year. I think he just tore his Achilles or something in training camp. I mean, I think they're still too young, and without their number one threat. They just lost Wandell this offseason. We don't know if Scadaboo's going to be healthy all year. Him and Tyrone Tracy both have huge injury history. And correct me if I'm wrong, Scadaboo not only I think had he might not have had a concussion, but I always think he does because of the way he acts. But didn't he snap his leg last season? I'm not or ankle against Philly.
He snapped his ankle.
That's a big injury to also come off of. I don't know. And Jackson Dart had the Jaden Daniels problem where he's just running into contact and not sliding, and I don't know. I just don't think it's the Giants' time yet.
No, I don't either.
Think they're there
I don't think they're making it this year either because the NFC's too big of a bloodbath. Think about how many good teams are probably gonna miss this year.
Yeah. Dude, this is the best NFC we've seen in quite a while.
Green Bay's missing.
I don't have Green Bay making the playoffs.
They're missing this year.
I don't think they're. Yeah.
There's
going to be 2.
They might get 4th in their division.
Yeah, I don't think that's ridiculous. I have the Vikings winning the North.
Who?
I have the Vikings winning the North, followed by Chicago.
I have Chicago
making
the
Bears.
Well.
Yeah, I got the Bears.
I don't think it's ridiculous to say that the Bears could end up as the 1 seed in the NFC.
Oh, I think that's ridiculous.
Well, I don't know, dude, because I have a hot take later on. I have a hot take later on, but
I think the Rams and Seahawks are both better. I think if the Niners could stay healthy, they'd be better. I think the Eagles and Cowboys, if they hit their potential for this year, could be better.
Yeah, because
I don't know. I don't believe this. I don't know. I think Chicago is going to be like.
They lost a lot. Also. They did lose quite a bit.
A lot of secondary pieces.
They lost some secondary pieces, and they lost DJ Moore.
They lost DJ Moore, obviously.
Luther Burden is here, so they don't need to worry.
Due to my Kevin O'Connell pick, I do have to go with.
Is super inconsistent.
It's Luther Burden's time. That's what I'm saying. It's Luther Burden, Colston Loveland, and Kyle Monungai, baby. All the
and they got the Iceman
from Chicago are gonna break out at once. I feel
Iceman was a nice man. Now
no Madden cover curse.
Yes, bro.
Do we really believe the Madden cover curse?
Dude, we also can't ignore. We can't ignore for as good as Caleb Williams can be, he's one of the most inconsistent and inaccurate quarterbacks in the NFL. He was right there with J.J. McCarthy in terms of passer rating and completion percentage, or at least completion percentage. He's not an efficient thrower.
I think I can ride the Minnesota boat, honestly.
I have a lot of hype. I'm big on the Kyler hype.
I'm really big on Kyler this year. Yeah, I agree. I'm very happy with
a healthy Addison.
Kevin O'Connell has had ways of making quarterbacks play to the best of their abilities. So, except for J.J. McCarthy, but he's just ass.
I wish they would have addressed the run game more, but that's you need to hear nor there. But they have Jay Jetta, they have Addison, and they have Jawan Jennings, and they have T.J. Hawkinson. Great passing attack.
The Vikings are an offensive juggernaut. It's more if their defense is going to be.
They have those good defensive pieces. It's just
they're just old.
Yeah,
they lost Harrison Smith. The losing Harrison Smith and then not drafting a safety is one of the decisions of all time.
McNeil Warren, they passed on him multiple times,
and Thieneman, they passed on Thieneman, and Thieneman's now there.
They did pass on Thieneman once as well. He went to a division rival, which is
it's
Chicago
Good on them.
Bears
They
just
lost
gained a
Kevin
lot
Byard.
of
They say,
aura
hey, we're gonna
from
get
that.
a new safety.
But no, I think I actually think Green Bay and Detroit are out.
Same. Although Detroit will finish higher than Green Bay. I don't know. The losing Montgomery is and replacing with Isaiah Pacheco is like whatever. But injuries always bite
That makes
Detroit.
Gibbs'
It's
case to
always
win
injuries.
Offensive Player of the Year way more valuable.
It does.
He's
the favorite, I think, right now.
Yeah, you and I both had him winning it.
I think.
Who, Nate?
I think we
Someone did.
no.
Someone had Gibbs.
Oh.
I have Bijan Robinson.
I had Gibbs.
John, did you have
Thought
Gibbs
someone
winning
else did.
Offensive Player of the Year?
I had Puka.
Nate, who did you have?
I know I said Gibbs, but I also
Yeah.
mentioned Achane. Did I not say Trey McBride though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you threw Trey
Never
McBride
been
in
won
there.
by a tight end. We were talking about that for a little bit.
But no, back to the Lions though. I think also their offense just looked extremely inconsistent. I mean, even Jahmyr Gibbs had a couple of dud games last year. It's just like again, if they stay healthy, they could definitely compete. But they're ever since they lost Ben Johnson, despite it only being a season, it's like the difference is there. They lost Aaron Glenn. The difference is there with their play calling and their situational plays and stops. It's not the same Lions team that we've seen.
Do you think
Look
they
at the
did
Steelers
enough?
game last year. You
Yeah.
remember that Steelers game? When the Steelers walked into their field and beat them, bro. I mean, they lost to Aaron Rodgers.
I think DK Metcalf remembers that game. Do you think they did enough really to get better, or are they hinging on the stuff we were talking about where they're going to need their major
hinging.
players to win
They're
awards?
hinging.
Like Torrin picking Gibbs to win Offensive Player of the Year. Like
Aiden
earlier
Hutchinson
picked
winning
Aiden
DPOY.
Hutchinson to win DPOY. Is that going to be a make or break thing? Like, if that's what your team's hinging on, where
Their secondary-
your impact player has to be
they're-
the best at his position on his side of the football in the entire NFL, and you're in a really tough division, a lot of teams around you got better. Besides Green Bay, I don't really think they got much better, but
They paid Christian Watson.
they paid Christian Watson. They lost some weapons. Zaire Franklin's the only major addition. Josh Jacobs is battling prison time. I think both those teams are out of the playoff picture this year. And Chicago and Minnesota might make it. 3 teams could make the playoffs in that division. It just as easily could only see 1 because the other sides of the NFC are just so deadly.
Again, Chicago, it's going to come down to Caleb Williams and their secondary because, I mean, their secondary is not that good.
Yeah, I agree. The West, the NFC West. What are we thinking?
The Rams. This is the team that's going to have 3 playoff teams.
This is Brandon's hot take, 100%.
Dude, if
I
they
knew it. He's going for the
stay healthy, give me the San Francisco
Yeah, the
49ers.
Niners.
Give me the San
Wow.
Francisco 49ers to win this division if they stay healthy, dude.
It's not bad. Because
Mike
usually
Evans
the Rams
is going
will
to
find a way to
unlock
choke
something
away.
with Kyle Shanahan's offense with Christian McCaffrey, and if Brock
I
Purdy's
didn't
able
even
to
think
stay
about
healthy
that.
throughout it, I think we could see something really special with this Niners team.
The Rams-Niners games are always really interesting. I'm going to be boring. I'm going to go with the Rams, followed by the Seahawks, and then the Niners in third.
Yeah. I think all 3 will make it in some degree.
like that.
Honestly, dude, if there's a team to miss from this division, it's Seattle. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, look,
That's
they're a really
Their
good team.
defense is
They're just so good on both fronts, and I understand that. But it's
Mhm.
also like at any point in time we could see Sam Darnold regress again, and that brings the entire team down.
Yeah, but we also I remember thinking the exact same thing at the beginning of last year when they lose to San Francisco and then they were in that close game with Pittsburgh and then they just took off though.
Yeah.
Like with them it's gonna come down to their playmakers. I mean, they got a rookie running back in their backfield. Sam Darnold could always be a question mark, but again, he's a Super Bowl champion. He could get the job done. It's going to be the guys on the outside, though, where it's going to be everybody but JSN. If the guys that aren't named JSN get their job done, then they should be able to do fine.
The defenses are
I
scheming
have
for
full
him
faith
now.
in that defense. Oh, wait, no. Dude, we're forgetting something. Kubiak is gone.
That's another thing.
He's on the
That's what
Raiders.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
dude. Like,
never mind. I'm
any
flipping.
other
I'm putting
team-
the Niners above the Seahawks.
if any team from this division, from that big 3, can miss, it's the defending Super Bowl champions. I don't think enough people are
Yeah,
really
I'm
factoring
flipping.
in
I'm
certain
flipping.
things with how
I-
we just saw a special Seahawks team, and they kept a lot of things together, but like they could just as easily have a similar thing to what we saw with the Rams after 2021, because it's like, yeah, a lot of pieces are still
Mhm.
here, but you lose some major ones, mainly on the coaching staff. And I just don't know. Sam Darnold's consistency
And
can
Kenneth
very
Walker,
easily just
regardless of
regress.
usage, is
And
hugely lost.
I really like the Niners this year. I really like the Mike Evans addition. I think they could have
Keep Pearsall.
they could have drafted a little better. I didn't love their receiver pick in early round 2, but Nick Bosa's obviously going to be pretty hungry getting back on the field. We could see him unite with his brother. Joey Bosa still hasn't signed with a team yet. That's something quiet that's kind of been brewing for a little bit. And I've been pretty high on Brock Purdy the last few podcasts, so I want to see San Fran make some noise. And obviously, the big thing is they need to stay healthy. But I mean,
They
were
got to
a
also
really good
beat
team last
Mahomes
year.
in the big game.
Yeah, they were a good team despite how they were the most injured team last year,
Yeah.
probably, and they were really good still.
I mean,
They were-
like I said, they really should not have beat Philly.
No,
Like, there was no world, no get like they could get. Yeah, they just should not have beaten Philly, but they got it done. There was the big trick play with Jawan Jennings, and then it kind of just swung the momentum.
that is a pretty big loss, I will say. Jawan Jennings is not like
It is. That's a huge loss.
But you can
Some would say
also
a massive loss.
Shanahan's shown he can fill that role in. If anything, he can bring Kendrick.
He can only
Bourne
do
back
so
again.
much, though.
Yeah,
Like again, like you said, with injuries, there's only so much Shanahan could account for, and his coaching staff to the point where, well, if they run into a powerhouse team, more likely than not, they could lose.
and then the Rams, dude. I'm getting these 2022 Bills vibes. They're gonna have some ugly losses against teams that they should not lose to, and it's gonna cost them a division championship. I think they're gonna lose.
I would
4 or 5
agree
games
if
this
they-
year, and I don't think that's enough to win the division.
I would agree, but I mean, there's just so much talent on that offense. Defense aside, for the first part, because I mean, dude, Puka and Devontae on the outside. What the hell? Byron, and then you got the emergence of Blake Corum as your 1-2. Byron's the change of pace back. Corum is the power back. You got the reigning MVP and Matt Stafford. I think if anything, I guess that's not offensive line, it would come up to Matt Stafford because, like we saw with the Atlanta game, if Matt Stafford has a bad game, then they're not doing anything. But like, the defense is out of this world, filled with talent. Like just so much talent and star power. It would be shocked. I would be shocked if they didn't win the division.
When you trade for McDuffie earlier in the offseason and it's overshadowed by another trade you made later, that's kind of crazy. But I don't know. I just get those vibes that it's like, you build up all
The
these
only
things and then it
thing-
just kind of, there's just some ugly losses mixed in. Because the Rams also got away with some games that they probably could have lost last year.
Seahawks game.
Yeah, honestly. Seahawks game. They did that. And then they went to the
They
they
blew the
couldn't
game
get past
against
Seattle.
Atlanta.
They could not really get past Seattle when it mattered.
Yeah,
but-
Seattle gave them a bunch of fits.
which was tough. But
But again, their secondary is getting fried just between Shaheed and JSN. I mean, it's like pick your poison.
yeah,
And if you count the playoffs, Kenneth Walker just went nuclear in the playoffs.
yeah.
Like that first game, Sam Darnold didn't even have to do anything against the Niners. It was all defense and run game. They just stomped on them. This is disgusting.
So if I had to pick, right, I would do like 3 NFC West teams, no particular order.
Mhm.
I'll have Dallas from the East. I'll have 1 NFC South. And let's see, we need 2 more division. We need 1 more division winner and 1 more wild card. So division winner for the North. I'm gonna take.
I
I
got
have
the Vikings.
Philly as the last wild card team, and I'm gonna only have 1 NFC North team make it, and I'm gonna go Minnesota.
It's
And
gonna
then
be. It's
whoever
again.
wins.
It's gonna
I
be
like it.
this. The NFC is probably gonna come down to like with some of these teams. It's gonna be like wild card weekend. It's gonna be a Saturday football game,
It is.
and not to mention the
And
Bears.
head-to-heads are
Late
gonna be
in the
huge,
season,
too.
late in the season, the Bears have teams like the Bills on a Saturday
Mhm.
in Buffalo. Like
That's why I'm higher on these teams like Minnesota and San Fran, who are going to be in the stacked NFC, but on third place schedules. So
mhm.
it could end up making the difference for them. Some of these guys, they're going to have to be going through these gauntlet teams in both the NFC and
You want to talk
on their
about
AFC
gauntlets?
sides.
Just wait until we get to Denver.
Yeah, right. Who do
The
you guys
first
got
5
winning
weeks
the
of the
South, though?
Broncos schedule is crazy.
Yeah.
I got the Falcons.
Dude, I have the
I
Falcons
have the
as well.
Saints.
We have one of the craziest first 5 games to any schedule in the league, but
Yeah,
we'll get
the
into
Bills
that
do
later.
too.
I have
yeah.
Atlanta. I think it's their time. I think Tua is going to get a home playoff game and still lose, but he'll get a home playoff game.
I liked what I saw out of Tua so far from the stuff that they've been showing from OTAs
Yeah,
and
he
all that.
usually has good training camp tape. He had a lot of the good stuff, especially when Tyreek first got there.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins social media team was
Well,
glazing
I,
Tua in OTAs.
I was also just watching 2023 Tua highlights. It was like
Good
2 minutes
player,
worth,
good
and I
good
mean, like,
NFL player. I can say
dude,
that now that he's gone.
he's gonna have his Devon Achan in, but obviously much better in Bijan. Like that's a huge amount of work off your back right there. Kyle Pitts is coming off his best year since his rookie season. It's been shown that Drake London is a very not elite, but he's a very great wide receiver one to have because when he's on, he's on.
They
I
gave
mean,
him
he's
a
also
bag
very
too,
inconsistent.
dude. A huge
Yeah.
bag.
They got a steal with Zachariah Branch from Georgia. He's a great special teams player, but he's going to be a great slot receiver for them.
I hope so.
So
He's smaller than me. The same height, and I think I outweigh him by about 10 pounds. And I'm in no way
I mean
big
the
guy.
Falcons.
Kyle
The Falcons,
Pitts should
as
be good.
we saw last year too, that the Falcons do have a very good defense. It's just whether they actually want to play defense or not is the question. But
Yeah.
I mean, still really stacked secondary. You got both the Terrell brothers now. You got Jesse Bates. There was the other guy, Bowman, who they drafted last year for Notre Dame. Very great safety corner hybrid, and I can't. They're gonna get is it Walker, the edge that was going through all the legal trouble that from Georgia.
Yeah, Jalen Walker.
Anthony Walker?
Jalen Walker, but James Pierce as well.
Yeah, both of them. Wow.
Yeah, both of them.
They're both really solid though. I mean, I think Atlanta. This is finally the year. I almost had the Saints, but I think Tyler Shuck is going to be too inconsistent, and the Saints defense is also just not that great.
We got some new chats. Scoots says that might be my uncle. I don't know because I have no idea. But he said Tua is the most accurate QB I've played with. Tyreek. He did say that.
That's ridiculous. He's played with Mahomes.
He did say that. And then Firestone says Detroit Lions Nation or no nation. It's very fair. Our main concern with you guys is we don't know if you did enough to get better based off of last year. The loss of Ben Johnson really showed for you guys, in my opinion.
Terrion Arnold just isn't good at all. Carlton Davis is an aging corner. It's really Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph in the back end of the secondary. I mean, it's just a huge hole. And for as good as Jack Campbell is in the middle, you lose Anzalone, your other linebacker. Campbell's got injury history. Aiden Hutchinson also has really bad injury history. They're talking about moving Penei Sewell to left tackle now because they drafted. Didn't they draft Blake Miller out of Clemson? Wasn't that their first round pick?
Yeah, they gave Jack Campbell a bag as well recently. They gave Jack Campbell a decent amount of money.
They got to capitalize on the window.
For David Montgomery was Isaiah Pacheco, and that's kind of what I'm learning. Now, Jameson Williams, a lot of people are very high on Jameson Williams because his highs are very high, but he can also be very quiet at times. Sam Laporta has just been so inconsistent since his rookie year, man. That's another thing, too.
But there's no in-between when it comes to Jameson Williams. Yeah, I agree with you, Brandon. It's going to be like he either gives you a huge game or it's just like he's just silent the entire game. It's just like
boomer bust. That's all he is.
He is.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't draft him in fantasy for that reason.
Absurd.
He goes so high.
He's got good drip, I guess. Every high schooler wants JMO drip.
Bama wide receiver. He makes those big plays for a Detroit Lions team that's been very popular on primetime games and such.
They just, they gotta stop. They should also just stop treating JMO as a deep threat and get him more across the middle, like a couple run after catch opportunities, like some screens, some drags, some crosses.
Because he has the speed. He has all the speed in the world. He
will have some of the most horrible clutch drops if that makes sense. Like when you need that play, and like St. Brown, like
I was just gonna say, if they need that play, we saw some insane touchdown catches from Isaac Tesla last year.
Isaac Tesla,
I
yep.
think he can be the clutch catch guy for them. I think he's one of the more
Tesla,
underrated
I like Tesla a lot.
second year guys. He could break out this year for sure. And those are the
White
type of
boys
players
can
they're going to
jump,
need
baby.
to make a bigger impact if they want to compete in the NFC this
Mhm.
year. If they want to get back to that playoff picture, with Goff getting older, with their offensive line slowly deteriorating, with Ben Johnson being gone, those are the type of players that need to step up because they are nowhere near as deep as they were a few years ago when they were making these big runs and, just being the super dominant offense and, highlight defense as well. That's the type of guy, and he's capable because he was having these insane like one-handed touchdown. They were just like
Green
some
Bay
of them were in
lost,
garbage
too.
time, so they didn't really go notice. But if the Lions are back in the winning picture and he's still doing that, what do you see? They just need to give him the ball. Agree, fellas, to a certain extent. Yeah, Detroit's a really good team. The NFC is a bloodbath this year. That's not outside of just your guys' division alone in the North, just the entire NFC.
And the NFC usually is. The
Yeah.
NFC usually is it's the hard conference to predict. When it comes to the AFC, you got your Chiefs, you got really just the Chiefs. I mean, they're the one consistent thing in the AFC. I mean, the Bills haven't been to a Super Bowl. The Bills, hey, Patrick Mahomes, all right. Remember, Torin is a fan of the Chiefs, so
No, I am not. This is
it's
dude,
never counted
But that
out.
being said, should we
No.
go over to the AFC West?
Well, did we all give our pick? John, who do you have on this in the NFC South?
In the NFC South,
Yeah. We got Atlanta, and New Orleans.
I see you smiling over there, you Bama fan.
He's gonna say the Panthers.
Bryce Young's going to be
Which
really
isn't
bad.
ridiculous.
Bryce Young is terrible. I'm sorry. He's so bad.
you
He is
need
bad,
the
but I mean-
Carolina Panthers to break all your hearts and
I don't
win the
know about
NFC
that.
South again.
The Panthers, though, we can't just sit here and act like the Panthers are bad anymore.
They're not. They're not.
Devin Lloyd. They bring in Devin Lloyd. They got a good secondary, a
Jalen
really good
Phillips, they
defensive
gave
line.
a lot of money to Jalen Phillips.
Mhm.
I don't know
It's
why
really
they
Bryce
drafted
Young.
another offensive tackle round one. I'm not too sure on that. We actually, if Brock comes in here at any point, he is a Panthers fan, so I'd be curious to see his stuff. I don't know. I just think I feel like I pick the Falcons every year, and it's kind of like Brock is in the chat as I say that. I
It's
feel
really
like
Tide,
just
baby,
it
roll
comes down to
Tide.
Bryce Young. It just
I
comes
feel
down to
like
Bryce
I feel
Young.
like I kind of pick the Falcons every year and just be like, eventually it's got to be their time. But I feel like they've changed up enough this year compared to other ones. The Saints
Evan
are
Stefanski,
Saints
Tua
are scary.
Tagovailoa.
The Saints' ceiling is scary. I'm done with Tampa Bay at this point.
I mean, I know we talk shit about Tua, and I know we kind of rag on him and whatnot. But do we think a change of scene and a new coach and whatnot, like, do we think that maybe brings a?
Yes.
Do we think that brings back pre-concussion Tua? I mean,
Stefanski
before
has
he started
revived
getting
the
his brain
Cleveland
scrambled, it's
Browns
like
on his track record. Like
He made Baker Mayfield one of the best rookie
before
quarterbacks of
Tua
all
got his
time at one
brain
point.
scrambled, he was one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. I mean, we can't forget that. And so it's like I think
good.
Kevin Stefanski has the ability to bring like that level of Tua back, and they have the talent around him. They have the young but intriguing talent around him.
I knew you were gonna say some dumb shit like
They'll
that.
contend. I'm done with Tampa on the simple fact that as long as Todd Bowles is in the front office, they're just not doing anything. He's so bad. He's one of the worst
They're
coaches
old.
in the NFL.
They're old.
They're aging. Ruben Bain's going to be nice, probable, however you defensive rookie of the year, not probable because it's Sonny Styles. But if it's not him, it will. If it's not an OSU guy, it'll be Ruben Bain. But even then, like Baker regressed last year. They lost Mike Evans. Will Chris Godwin stay healthy? Who knows? Will Ibuka step up and be consistent at that wide receiver one spot? Possibly, but he was
At least
also
they
kinda
do
on
have
and
a lot
off
of depth
last
in their wide receiver room.
Bucky Irving had a down year and couldn't stay healthy the full year last year
healthy.
either. They lost Rashad White. I'm just not too big on Tampa Bay. I don't know.
Is it crazy to say Tampa's last in the division this year?
No,
I think that is crazy.
No, it's not. It's because we all three
I
just
think
picked different teams. to win.
Well, yeah, but I definitely think if Bryce Young is that bad, it could be the Panthers.
Well, it's going to be another. It could, but it's going to be another repeat story where the first place team is 9-8 and the fourth place team is 8-9.
Yeah, I was gonna say at
Maybe.
the same time. I mean, the
That's
NFC
what you
South
could-
doesn't.
it could
They don't
be,
have
but-
The difference is
fireworks.
going to be separated by like
It's been
3
the
games
same
max.
thing the last couple of seasons. Ever since
Yeah.
like Brady's last year, even before that, it's just like ever since Brady's Tampa Bay went to the Super Bowl, it's just been, and that was the only time it was an above 10-win team. I mean, it's like-
No,
Drew
the
Brees'
Saints. The Saints are really good.
Yep. Okay.
Let's,
Yep,
let's
yep,
slow
yep, yep.
Cam. I mean, 2015 Panthers. Cam
Saints
Newton.
were really good, and then before that, Falcons and Panthers were really good.
You're
right,
Tampa,
10
years
Tampa
ago.
was just
10 years
bad
ago.
for a really
Let's-
long
let's
time.
slow the roll a little bit on the NFC South. And
You're
like,
right.
the
10 years ago. 10 years ago, the NFC South was good.
Now the NFC East is more of that. Like that's when they were,
Like-
Dallas. It was just like Dallas, I guess. Philly had their Super Bowl hangover and became mid after that. And then Washington and the Giants are two of the worst teams.
And then
win
Brandon's
percentage-wise in
glorious
the last
king
20
Jalen Hurts
years.
came around.
It's a pretty good QB. He's got Super Bowl ring, 2 appearances.
Overrated.
Trent Dilfer didn't.
I never
make 2
understand
Super
why
Bowls, I
you
don't
like
think,
Jalen
right?
Hurts.
Because he's just overhated. It's like I've never
Because
seen.
he's not.
Now,
Well, because
granted,
people overrate him. That's why he's.
that's
overrated.
true. But I have a lot of respect for someone. First of all, that prevented the Patrick Mahomes three-peat because I wouldn't want to deal with the discourse right now of Tom Brady never won 3 in a row. Mahomes is the goat.
Well,
that
who
would be
cares about
so
3 in a
bad.
row when you got 7 rings?
But you say we would have to deal with those talks, dude. I'm telling you, people would be calling Mahomes the GOAT right now if he won that 3rd in a row ring and 4th total. They'd easily be saying it.
Well, then they just don't know ball, and
Instead, he
they
got
can
his
go.
back
They
blown
can
out
go
in that
talk
game.
with Stephen
They
A.
got
on the Good
destroyed.
Morning shows.
They got done worse than in the Tampa game. They just stat padded at the end. Mahomes was throwing Hail Marys down 30 fucking points to Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy finally decided to catch the ball when it didn't matter. Otherwise, he sucks.
Also, going back to the Eagles, I mean, losing AJ Brown still it's kind of big. I mean, we're about to see if Devontae Smith is
Kinda.
like that.
Kai Lemon's
It's
like
actually
that too,
quite.
though.
It's
Kai
quite
Lemon is
massive,
like that.
actually.
AJ Brown
Yeah, I
was
mean-
not as big of a factor last year, and they still won the division.
But, yeah,
wasn't
sure,
hard,
but
they
like
still won
the
it.
the couple years before that, he definitely was a huge factor.
Oh yeah.
So we're about to
Sure.
see if
Are we-
Smitty's like that.
He is.
Are we gonna
He's like
start
that.
the AFC?
Yeah, we should get to the AFC. We got.
Should we start with the East?
Sorry that you have
What's
to work
the
in the morning,
easiest
John.
division?
We like
to-
talking
We
football.
should start with the easiest division to pick. I don't think there's an easy
Oh,
division.
AFC North.
AFC.
The North.
Whoa, you think that North is the easiest?
Dude, it's the Ravens. The Ravens.
Is it the Ravens?
Say the Steelers. Say the Steelers right now.
They won it last year, dude.
Say
The
the
AFC
Steelers.
North is so unpredictable. The AFC
The
North
Bengals
is so
could- the Bengals could win
unpredictable
it.
sometimes.
The Bengals could win it.
The Browns could win it.
No, they could.
The
I
biggest
mean-
joke-
No, they can't.
No, they
This
couldn't.
freaking guy
No, they could not.
talking about Jador Sanders
biggest,
out of here.
the biggest
What is
joke
this dude talking about?
hater.
They could.
There's no one that's
They
ever
could not
hated
win it.
more on Joe Burrow on this earth than Brandon Crone in this podcast is saying the Bengals have a shot.
They do have a shot because they have
Because
a
Joe
good
Burrow
team
is the
around Joe.
quarterback.
He has.
Shut up, Torn.
Mark
It's not-
My Words
Torn
podcast
just
on this
froze
day,
on this frame.
June-
June, it was like that. It was so funny.
June
Burrow
19th,
has 2 wide receiver
2026.
ones on his
The
team.
Browns
and
have a
they
chance
Dexter
to
Lawrence.
win the division.
Miles Garrett, John. You got to stop talking.
You think
Jared Verse
you
is
think
still
Jared
on the
Verse is
team.
like that, on some Miles
Yeah,
Garrett
you know, we
levels
just
competition
Durant
here?
Virginia Daniels, but you know we're okay. I mean, I've been hyping up the Lamar bounce back anyways. I don't see why.
I'm
It
good
Do you
with-
think
I'm good to go
Jesse
with the
Minter
Ravens.
is like that though? That's the main is he going to be able to coach
could
a
be.
winning
Do
football?
you think the Steelers with Aaron Rodgers is like that?
They won it last year.
Mike McCarthy.
They won it last year. Rodgers and Mike McCarthy.
Mike
know each
McCarthy
other
in the Big
very
26.
well.
Yeah, we really
I'm
are
not
just
going with the
setting up,
Ravens.
I guess, the Bengals to win this division, aren't we? 'Cause,
No,
shit.
I wanted to see a reaction. I do think Baltimore will win it by 1 game.
Yeah, I don't think I
one
shouldn't say
fucking
it's the
game. And they'll
easiest,
be
but
like,
I feel like out of
Do you think it's going to come down to week 18?
do they play?
It'll come down to a field
Cincinnati?
goal again.
yes,
Do they play Cincinnati?
yes,
week
it's going to come
18?
down to week 18. It's going to come down to week 18.
Ravens.
And it's
Although
going
I
to be
will
like
say, this is the best Bengals team in terms of weapons, I think Joe Burrow has had. It's really close with the Super Bowl year, though.
My uncle says
The
Burrow
Ravens-
stays healthy equals Bengals win that division. It's not outlandish.
It's not ridiculous.
This is the
It's
better
not
best
outlandish.
team they've had since the
The
last time they
Ravens
made the
played
playoffs.
the Steelers week 18.
Nah, I don't
Again.
think it'll, dude. I don't think it'll come down to Pittsburgh, man. I do.
In
think they're
Pittsburgh?
gonna
Is it in Pittsburgh or
win.
Baltimore?
It's in Baltimore.
Oh,
I
thank
do
God.
think we're gonna see some Drew Aller hoops this year in Pittsburgh. I do. Think
Oh, we're cooked. The league
he
is
will
cooked.
get on the field.
You thought JJ McCarthy was bad? Insert Drew Aller. Oh,
I just
God.
don't know. They didn't do enough to get better on defense. The secondary scares me. TJ Watt had a pretty down year last year. I don't think
I would-
the offensive additions of
Honestly,
adding
I would
Michael Pittman
argue-
Jr. is enough for me to be like, yeah, they're winning a stacked division like this.
I would argue that the Steelers' secondary is their strength.
And that's
That's what I'd argue.
and that's like not saying much either, in my opinion, because their secondary was I feel like their defense last year, how I saw them functioning was when one side of the defense was on, the other was off, and vice versa. When they were getting to the quarterback, they were giving up the big play. When the secondary was locking them down, they couldn't get to the quarterback. I think
Sorry,
the
my bad.
Ravens will win, but it won't be by much. They have some young pieces coming into the wide receiver room. Derrick Henry's another year older, but that has proven that it's not really going to stop him. And yeah, Lamar, he didn't play bad last year. He played really bad in the second half of the season, especially in the month of November.
And
It
he
was really
had the
bad.
big injury in the beginning of the year too.
Yeah. And the
play
Bengals are
Cooper
always
Rush.
like dangerous, but they just need to finally play a complete season of football on both sides. Who knows if they can do that at this point? But
Well, okay, I got a question.
yeah,
If Joe Burrow gets hurt and misses more than half the season, what would this do to Joe Burrow's legacy as an NFL player?
it's already like he already has to.
Diminished.
Joe Burrow already has to prove
He's about to be
himself at
30.
this point. I mean, think about it. We're going into our junior years of college. The three of us that are in college, we were juniors in high school the last time Joe Burrow played in a postseason game. So
Joe Burrow's about to be 30 years old.
he has to prove himself. He has to prove that he's still in those borderline top 5 QB conversations because I just don't
Do you
see
think
it.
Joe Burrow is the quarterback with the most to prove in the league?
No.
I don't think so either. I think I think it is.
Tua, you have Kyler Murray.
I
Most
think
to
the
prove
quarterback.
is
Bryce
Josh
Young.
Allen.
Quarterback with it's Justin Herbert. I think
Shador
it's Justin
Sanders.
Justin Herbert and Josh Allen have the most to prove this year.
Dude, get Shador Sanders out of here.
Justin Herbert
I
has
said
the most,
Bryce Young
Justin
too.
Herbert has the most to prove. Josh Allen has the most to prove. Kyler Murray has the most to prove.
Tua.
Maybe Tua, although he's
Drake May.
they're kind of acknowledging he's a bridge.
I like that shout
Um,
by Nate.
Drake May's
AJ
gonna have to-
McCarthy.
Drake May
Drake
has a lot
Mays
to
needs to
prove.
have a good season, dude.
Who else? There's probably Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has
Yes,
so
bro.
much to prove this year. After
For Lawrence.
Daniel Jones has a lot to
T-
Top
prove.
T-Law,
15
too.
quarterback. Top 15 quarterback. Daniel Jones.
CJ
You want-
Stroud.
okay.
That's
CJ Stroud has a
And the
lot to
ugly-ass
prove this
haircut.
year.
And that ugly ass haircut.
He
Who
does.
has more pressure? If not to hop back to the NFC, but between Jordan Love and Jared Goff, who's going to be on who's got a hotter seat?
Jared Goff.
Jordan Love.
Jared Goff's older.
That's
And
true.
the Lions,
That's-
and the Lions
that's
missed
fair.
the Lions missed the playoffs last year. It's Jared Goff.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And they have more. The Lions, he's older. They missed last year, and they have a lot more cap going into their skill position players for him to throw.
And I was gonna
hand
say,
the
and
ball
I'd say
up to.
more talent as well. Yeah.
It's absolutely Jared Goff. I think Jordan Love is on a
I
team
would-
where
I
there's
would
more to the
say-
defense, if anything.
I would say for the North, it's going to go Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns.
I do too. I think Ravens. I think only the division winner makes it again.
Yeah, agreed.
Because there's some other AFC teams. You want to go to the West?
I feel like that's how it
next?
usually goes with the AFC North,
Yeah,
though.
I mean, okay.
It's like it comes down to a crazy Week 18 game.
Go ahead. But it has nothing to do with
It
this.
usually just comes down to a crazy Week 18, Week 17 game, and that really just decides the division. That's just it usually is just one team. I think the last time we had two AFC North teams in the playoffs was
2020.
2020. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Steelers,
Actually,
Browns.
the 2020 we had
Steelers, Browns.
2020 had 3 Ravens, Steelers, and
No,
Browns.
we've had
Yep,
a
Ravens.
few years since then where Ravens and Bengals both made it. There was a year they played each other, and Joe Burrow got to play Tyler Huntley in the wild card. It was fun.
Oh, wasn't that Super Bowl year? Wasn't that?
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, you're right. So 2021.
No, it was 22.
Yeah, it's
In 21, he played the Raiders and then the Titans and then the Chiefs. In 22, they opened against the Ravens. They beat Tyler Huntley. Then they beat us in the divisional in the snow game and then lost to
That's
Kansas.
that
All right,
year.
my-
Who's that head coach that took a timeout for the field goal? And there's that clip of Derek Carr.
The Raiders.
No, who was that head coach?
I think they had Josh McDaniel.
No, I'm talking about who was the Chargers coach that took that timeout?
Oh,
Go ahead.
what's his name? Is anybody surprised about what happened?
Brandon
Brandon
Staley.
Brandon Staley, yeah.
That dude-
They
He's
were
gonna
gonna
stick.
they were gonna tie to get them both in, and he didn't for some reason want to go with it. The Raiders were
He didn't wanna
fully
make
on
the
board
playoffs.
with tying that game. The
Wanna go to the playoffs.
West, I have Denver repeating. I think this is like one of the easier divisions to predict.
Well,
this
also,
year.
I think we're reaching the end of the limit, at least in my opinion, with the Chargers. I think next year we could see the Raiders in the playoffs after a good offseason.
I agree.
I think we'll see Raiders in the playoffs next year. But I got Denver, Kansas City, Los Angeles, and then the Raiders in last.
I'm gonna flip your.
Call
2
me
and 3.
crazy.
I got the
Call me
Chargers wild
crazy.
card, and I got the Chiefs missing again because they just. I don't know. I'll give you
Slander
one.
Justin Herbert all you want. I got the Chargers winning it.
That's not.
I think the
crazy.
Chargers squeak it. I think it's a sneaky divisional win, though. I think it's just like how the NFC West was, the AFC North, and it's just a one-game decision.
Denver could
I
have
think
a
it
down
comes
year.
down
They
to, like, the
squeaked by a
final couple
lot
weeks.
of games last year. They squeaked
Yeah.
by a lot of
Mhm.
games last year.
Denver though
They had the
wins
Chiefs
close
black
games.
magic.
They could and now they have an undisputed first place schedule, a 1 seed. They could very easily have a down year. I don't know if it's enough to give up the division. Once again, whether Mahomes plays week 1 or not, I'm not the biggest Chiefs guy, and it's not just because I'm a Bills fan and whatever else. The roster has a lot of holes. They just lost their best defensive back, Chris Jones, another year older, Travis Kelce.
Mhm.
Why is he still on the team? I don't know. Kenneth Walker
It was a 3-year
is your
deal,
big
right?
addition.
Offensively, though,
Sure. Why not?
Offensively though, the only thing they lost was Pacheco.
Rasheed Rice just
and
got
obviously
out
Mahomes, but
of,
Rasheed
Trent
Rice is
Mc-
going
and
to play
Trent-
football.
Trent McDuffie on the defensive side. Rasheed Rice just got out of prison for 30 days. Who knows if he's going to stay on the field for the entire year?
This dude ran out of the jail.
What else do
and
they
then
have on
started
receiver
driving
depth?
into Fort
Because
Worth.
they have Xavier Worthy. Hollywood Brown went to the Eagles. Juju went to the Giants.
Juju's gone.
Giants.
They still got Tyquan Thornton.
They have Thornton, and they might have drafted a guy like second or third round.
They
I
got
don't care.
Royals too. Royals they drafted I think a year or two ago. Who's
Last
also
year.
really fast. He's been hurt and just depth of receiver right now.
Yeah,
But
I can't be asked. That's just so mid. That's just such a mid room. And Mahomes is 30 years old, coming off a torn ACL. He might play week 1. He might not.
I don't think he will.
I'm not confident in the Kansas City Chiefs this year.
And say he
Just-
doesn't play for the first month.
The-
You're
the
trusting your
problem-
team in Justin Fields.
They are not winning a game with Fields. There's no way.
Justin Fields
They will
won't even
lose to
have
the
to
Raiders
do
with
a lot
Justin
in
Fields.
the Andy Reid system though.
No, they will lose. Justin
Even
Fields
then.
on the Jets last year was one of the worst, most inefficient, just
Yes, but
looks
on-
like he
yes,
didn't
on
belong
the
in a football
Jets.
field quarterbacks I've ever seen. It doesn't
On the
matter what the
Jets.
team was around him, dude. He was failing.
You mean the Aaron
he
Glenn
wasn't
led
turning. He wasn't
Jets?
turning the ball over or anything. He was like failing to make like easy
Yes,
beginner
but
level
now he's
throws.
got Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy. He could easily be a capable quarterback for them until Mahomes comes back.
I don't think so. I think Justin Fields has shown us who he is, and that's terrible. He's so
I still think that
You,
what was it,
usual
2022
Ohio
Justin
State
Fields?
quarterbacks.
yes,
2022
100%.
Fields?
I think Fields is horrible.
I think Fields is capable enough for the Chiefs to at least be a little bit competitive. They don't have to have some insane record, but I think he could keep them close to 500.
They would lose to the Raiders too. With Fields under pressure against Max Crosby, barbecue chicken. He's going to hold on the ball way too long. He's going to scramble way too
I-
much. The Chiefs' offensive
I
line
just
doesn't
think-
move me anymore. Even then, like, I don't know.
I just think the Chargers are always going to charger and get in their own way.
I do
and
too.
with
I think
Herbert-
Denver's winning the division.
And that's also not ridiculous to say. I just think the Chargers find a way to take it.
Yeah, I think we're
I
gonna
think
see a
get first rounded.
similar. We're gonna see a similar AFC playoff picture this year that we did last year.
I have again I
think-
have the Broncos also.
I think if Mahomes manages to play a full season, and no, they're not going to win the division. I think they're going to.
I saw John's face
Playoffs.
down there for a second.
I think
John's
I
face
think
looked like
they're
my
gonna-
PFP.
They're going to sneak in. Okay. No. They're going to sneak in the playoffs, but it'll be a 6 or.
Say it. Say it
Yeah.
now.
It'll be a 6 or 7 seed.
6-7.
Oh, by the way, I'm just saying I do only have one the AFC West team. It's going to be the Broncos. I just think the Chiefs will finish in
I
second.
got at least 2. It could be a third. It could be.
I
No, it's
think
not the
the
Raiders.
South and the
It's
East
not
are
the
going to
Raiders.
have the majority of the playoff teams.
The Raiders don't have enough in the receiving room to be
Here's what I think.
And
I
their
think
defense still needs help. Their defense still
the
needs help.
Raiders will pull off some upset wins this year. Watch out for
Easily.
that.
I think we
Dude,
get
did you
two
just-
teams
At
from the
least
West.
two
West. See?
big upsets from the Raiders.
Did you not see the picture of Ashton Genty that they just posted a day ago?
He's a
He's
machine.
absolutely
He's a
shredded.
machine.
He looks
bro.
insane.
He is not
I think-
happy
I
with
think
his
we-
rookie
I
year
think-
last year.
Ashton Genty.
I think we get 2 AFC West teams. I think we get 2 AFC East teams, 2 AFC South teams, and 1 AFC North team.
Do we get
Ooh,
two
Brandon,
AFC
do you not have
East
the
teams,
Patriots
though?
making it?
Do
you
we
not have
get
the
Do
Patriots
you really
making it,
think
Pedro?
the Patriots can't?
Look,
I want to say the East. Save the East for last.
I do too. Let's go to the South.
I got.
All right, let's
the
go to the South. Let's go to the South.
I have the Texans winning and the Jags coming as a wild card team.
I
I
have
have that flipped.
I have the Texans winning. I have the Jags lost a lot. I'm not
I have the
confident.
Colts
in the
sneaking
Jags.
in.
Shut up, Torn.
I need you to hear. I need you to hear me out. I need you
You're
to
gonna see
hear
the
me out on
Titans.
a
You're gonna see
possible
the Titans,
wild
aren't
card
you?
Tennessee Titans appearance.
And I'm leaving the
No.
Discord.
I'm telling you.
He
I'm
just
telling
said
you
earlier
guys,
in the podcast he doesn't see them making the playoffs.
they
Yeah,
could.
wait,
They
yeah.
could sneak in.
No.
Listen. They could be like a 7 seed. I'm
You're
telling you.
contradicting yourself
Buy
here, Brandon.
into, no, I meant I apologize. I was implying I didn't think they were winning the division or anything. But I need you guys to buy in to Robert Saleh.
Cam Ward has
Brian
looked
Dable,
terrible
Cam
in
Ward,
OTAs, fam. And I know it's only OTAs, but
Carnell Tate.
it hasn't looked good.
Look, dude, I'm saying if there's the AFC wild card is wide open this year. They're not winning the division. Jacksonville lost a lot, and Jacksonville still hasn't addressed the run game. We're halfway through June.
You have not heard the reports of Bishal Tootin, have you?
I don't care
He's
about
turning-
Bashal Tutin. He's not. No.
He ran a sub 4.4.
This is blasphemy. We're not talking about
No, it's
Bashal
not.
Tutin when we're saying who's gonna make the
My
playoffs or not, dude. No,
Dude,
no.
dude.
Every
there is
time
a
Trevor
reason
Lawrence has
they
a
were-
good year, he has
they were-
2 down
they were-
years right after it.
Dude,
I'm not
dude,
buying
they-
into this
they-
shit.
There
There's
is
no
a
way.
reason why they were.
They are not a
comfortable
playoff
moving off
lock.
of
They just
ETN.
lost their best player in Devin Lloyd and didn't replace him with anything. Their only offensive players in the
Liam
draft was
Cohen
a
is a
blocking
great
tight end. They
corner
took
of
2 tight
defense.
ends in the draft. Brian Thomas Jr. was an absolute bum last year. Their most
Oh my
consistent
goodness.
receiver was Parker Washington, and they lost their best offensive piece in Travis Etienne. I'm not doing this.
Best
No, they are not.
offensive
They are in no
piece.
way a playoff lock. The only playoff lock in that division is the Houston Texans, and it's not because of their bum quarterback. It's because they have a top 1 defense in the league, one of the most dominant defenses we've seen probably in the last 20 years. They're gonna make.
Well, their wide
they're gonna
receiver
set.
four
They're
is
gonna
also
set
tanked
NFL
out.
records this year, dude, because they let Caden McDonald fall to him in the early 2nd round. But no, I'm not. If I'm not
How
gonna
does
sit here and
any
act
of
like.
this have to deal with the Titans?
Because why are we acting like the Jags are playoff locks, but you're not going to hear me out about the
I didn't
Titans?
say they were locks, but they're making the wild card.
John just had them winning the division, man. I don't know, but no one wants to hear me out about the Titans.
Dude, we saw a lot of good stuff out of the Jags last year. I know they lost Devin Lloyd, but dude, they're gonna get Travis Hunter back. Parker Washington is a stud. Bishal Tune has a lot to prove, but he's got great upside. Ryan Thomas Jr. could have a great bounce back year and go back to that rookie form and be top 5 wide receiver in the league based off his numbers.
And how good were they when he was in that rookie form?
They sucked.
Exactly. That's what he's not. It's not going to be I don't know if it'll be a difference maker for the team. I think the biggest difference maker for the team last year was a playmaker.
Great at
Liam Cohen,
defense.
yeah. Liam Cohen, I'll give him credit for that. But outside of Liam Cohen, he was the biggest factor. But the two other biggest factors was an insane year from Travis Etienne and Devin Lloyd. Both their biggest playmakers on each side of the football, and they walked. And they didn't replace either of them.
I'm telling you right now, we're going to come back to this, and we're going to look at the year that Bichel Tutin is going to have that is going to so exceed your expectations.
That's fine. All right. If Bichel Tutin shuts me up, then yeah, that's fine.
I'm just going to say
podcast
Jonathan Taylor.
Excuse me for not having confidence in him.
He is going to be good enough where it's going to be like, okay, I could see why they let go of Etienne.
I only think they let go of Etienne because they didn't want to pay him. The Saints gave him a lot of money.
Which isn't ridiculous in the running back market. It's not ridiculous.
Yeah, but I don't think it's what they didn't draft a running back at all, and I think that's insane.
That is a little bit insane, but I think
it's absolutely
insane.
Also saw their only two offensive weapons were blocking tight ends that they took on day
saw it firsthand too a little bit in the playoff game though. Tutin was giving us fucking work as a receiving back and as a down.
Come on, dude. We gave up 3 total touchdowns to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' third string running back on a random Sunday.
But regardless, they're still NFL players. They're good.
They are
at the end of the day. They're not complete.
But you have to separate. We're talking playoffs here. We're not talking. We're not sitting here talk. I'm not having a Bichel Tutin discussion because last year I bought into the hype. Listen.
He started taking majority of the touches over Etienne as the season progressed.
Be serious about this.
You're lying to yourself, dude.
Understand? We're talking about a guy who can break tackles and make people miss, is a threat in the receiving game, and ran like a 4.3.
I bought into this exact same hype last year with Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. I'm not doing it with Bichel Tutin. I'm sorry.
Dude.
I'm not doing it.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I'm not doing it.
Nate, how are you all?
Bill Krosky-Merritt had this exact same type of people backing him up last year. Bichel Tutin is not enough for the Jacksonville Jaguars to walk back into the playoffs.
We're going to come back to this with Bichel Tutin. At least he's going to have an above-average year that's going to shine.
I'm not saying the Jags will. I don't think the Jags are missing the playoffs, but it's not going to be because of Bichel Tutin.
Yes, but you're talking Titans right now.
Because if you can say
that a team like the Colts or the Jags.
The Titans are because the Titans have a fair shot, I think, in the AFC wildcard.
What have we seen from the Titans to be like, oh yeah, they're going to make the 7th seed outside of the offseason of weapon additions that we haven't even seen play yet?
Because they're just I'm buying into the offseason hype. I think Cam Ward is a good NFL quarterback, and I think he's the most slept on, least talked about first overall pick quarterback that we've ever had in the NFL. And I think
they just lost their best corner, who was completely trash in L'Jarius Sneed.
Good.
They have
another chance for the young guys to step up. L'Jarius Sneed went back to the Chiefs.
Yes,
he's terrible.
They have a terrible secondary. The D-line is literally all Jeffrey Simmons. Andre Sweat has yet to prove anything. I won't cut them. Their linebackers aren't terrible. I'll give them respect to linebackers. But we're talking about an offense that hasn't, the only thing we know about this offense is Carnell Tate, who they took third or fourth overall. The really good receiver, the quote best receiver in the class, is doing good. Shocker. We know that Cam Ward is kind of struggling in OTAs, and it's 7 on 7s. I don't know, dude. I don't think
I get that, but they're more playoff ready than the Raiders, for example.
Yes, but we're also talking about that we're saying that the Titans are going to sneak in over 3 teams that just made the playoffs.
If I'm doing a prediction today, I'm not putting the Titans in there, but I'm saying
but you're saying possibly.
Yeah, they could sneak in as a 7th seed. Yes, they.
I don't see that though. I don't even think there's a possibility. I would treat them more like a lesser Giants. I think they're close, but I think they're in another offseason.
If the Giants were in the AFC, they would make the playoffs this year. I don't think that's
That's not
ridiculous to say
ridiculous.
at all.
think
I think if
neighbors-
this
I don't think
exact
that's
Giants
neighbors-
roster was in the AFC South, they would make the playoffs.
Oh,
100%.
I don't know. I don't think they're beating the
The
Texans.
wild card
this
is
year.
so open this year, dude. A team that could be led by Justin Fields for half the year could make the playoffs.
We just watched that. Okay, if we're saying the Giants are in the South, they might go
A
one
team
for
led
whatever,
by
but they're not
Deshaun
beating
Watson
the Texans.
could make the wild
They're-
card this year if they
They're
start him.
they're not. They're not. Well, they are going to start them. They're not going to beat the Texans twice. And then depending on what AFC draw they get for the schedule, I mean, we watched this same team blow a huge lead to the Broncos last
The
year.
Texans lost some ugly regular season games last year, dude. Davis Mills won them a game, and the fans were calling for him to start the rest of the year. The Texans are gonna
You know
get
who
in,
David?
but
Well,
they're those
you know who they
defensive
beat,
led,
right?
Those defensive-led teams. Those defensive-led teams never go like unless it's like you're on like an all-time defense. They're
But
gonna get
what's
in like
scary?
10
What
and
is
7.
scary? What is scary about those teams is when that team's fourth wide receiver in Tank Dell, who could be really good,
Who were the
like,
three on their
it
depth
takes
chart
one-
ahead of Tank Dell?
Noel, Higgins, and Nico Collins. We're also talking about a Tank Dell that hasn't seen 2 years of field play. He is their current wide receiver 4.
No, dude. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
And it
Okay,
sounds
Jaden
ridiculous,
Higgins
but
is
when you
not-
look at
Jalen Noel is not above Tank Dell
Yes.
on any depth chart.
yes. Yes, currently yes.
No. We're
Yes, dude.
forgetting
Tank
We're
Dell-
forgetting how
we're-
good Tank Dell was. I
No,
think.
we're not
That's
forgetting Tank Dell. We're talking about a guy who hasn't played in the NFL in almost 2 years. It's
That's
not
di-
ridiculous that he's the wide receiver
What did
4.
Jalen Noel do last year to pass up Tank
He
Dell
had
on
a
the
great
depth
season.
Not like
Not as great as Higgins, but he played pivotal role on special teams and showed great improvement throughout the season to be their slot receiver. The Texans wide receiver room is loaded.
The moment Tank Dell is like, yeah, I'm good to play, Jalen Noel is an afterthought, bro. That's just insane. I can't get behind that just because of
Until
like.
Tank Dell snaps his other leg in half, sure.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's go on to the East because we gotta wrap this up and then get into some.
So who do you? We never got back to this, I think, though. But who did you have winning the South?
The
You have the
Texans.
Texans.
And
John-
the
did
Jag,
we
I
go to
have the
John
Jags
Jordan?
they can get. I'm not saying they're missing, but it's not gonna be because of Bashal fucking Tootin.
You don't know about Bishop Tubin.
You
I'm
cannot
gonna have to
be serious.
Zamir. I'm having my Zamir White strike, and
Yeah,
I'm
dude, you were
Bishop
one of the
Tootin.
people that gassed up Zamir White.
Bashal Tootin is the fantasy name this year, and it's going to be the picture of Bashal Tootin.
You better draft him.
I'm going to draft
That's
him.
your fantasy punishment.
You
That's
said
your
that, yeah,
fantasy
you
punishment.
did say the same shit about Zamir White. What happened to Zamir White? He was dog
Zamir White
shit.
was a joke. Zamir White was never. We were never serious about Zamir White.
Whatever.
Zamir White
Not
is just
me.
a funny meme.
Draft Bashal Tootin.
What do we
first
have?
overall.
What do we have for the AFC East?
Bills.
Patriots.
We're winning the division this year. I don't care. It's one slip up.
Who's we?
Buffalo
it's gonna be
Bills
Patriots.
are winning.
There you go.
AFC
Yeah,
East.
you're not suiting up for the Bills, right?
I am.
I don't
dude,
believe it.
actually.
Give me the Patriots. Give me the Patriots.
I mean, in all seriousness, sure, I'm going to say the Bills because am I a biased Bills fan? Sure. Do I
I'm not
think the Bills
biased.
are going to win it also? Yes, but like looking at the Bills' schedule, if this Bills team struggles at all, we could easily see the Patriots repeat as division. Like
This is a tough.
Hey, hold on.
This
Drake
is a
May-
tough
Drake May's-
schedule for
Drake May's
Joe
gotta
Brady
play
as a first-year head coach.
Yeah, it is.
Drake May's got to play a first place schedule this year.
It's
Well,
a
Drake
tough
Mays-
year. It's a tough year for a Joe Brady who has not been a head coach yet in the NFL to take over the Buffalo Bills, and it's his first year. I don't know. I'm not feeling too confident. I think the Bills make the playoffs. I think it's a close division race. In my unbiased form, I think the Patriots may find a way to take it. Maybe it's a divisional game. Maybe we lose more divisional games. You know, I don't think it's gonna. I don't know.
Because I think personally we're going to split with New England, and then we're always in for some reason the Miami Dolphins are always giving us hell. I mean, we should have swept
What?
the Dolphins, no problem.
We lost one game. We lost
We
one
have lost
game.
both
We lost
games.
one
We
game.
have lost both games. Tua was about to lead a game-winning drive in Buffalo. Terrell Bernard didn't read him like a book.
We lost
The Bills'
one
offense
game.
fell asleep for half of that game in the second half. What are we talking
They're
about?
not giving us
We're
hell.
talking about
It's
a
not a
game.
rivalry. It's not a rivalry. We've won
I
9
didn't
of our
say it was
last
a
10.
rivalry, but we're talking about a rivalry. We're talking about the Jets and the Dolphins, who always almost upset
The
the
Dolphins.
Bills.
The Dolphins are the worst team in the NFL this year. and the Jets are bottom 5 with Geno Smith.
Congrats, dude. That
Sweeping
same
both of
terrible
those
team
teams.
with Tua. The same terrible team with Tua, who was so like we were always like, oh, it's Tua. The Dolphins can't win anything. They suck. Put 40 on us.
The team that just lost their starting quarterback, both their starting wide receivers. They have Malik Washington, and Malik Willis, and a new head coach.
I'm telling you, bro. Sure, whatever. We might
The
sweep
team
the
is
Dolphins.
gonna the team is
Sure.
gonna go 2-15 this year. You're gonna tell me that they're gonna give us trouble. We're gonna lose to
They're
them.
gonna play They could easily play an upset to the Bills team that's like always overlooking people in the middle.
But they
of
can't. But they
into
can't
their
upset the
schedule.
Patriots, whom over the last 5 years they've won more times against the Patriots than they've lost.
I didn't say
But
that
they're
they
gonna
couldn't
upset
upset
the
the
Bills.
Patriots because we're talking about the Bills.
But why? Why the Patriots? We give the Patriots more credit than we give the Bills for some reason. They made the playoffs one fucking time. Because they had a terrible schedule. Drake May had one of the worst playoffs in recent memory. Everyone's gassing up A.J. Brown and Drake May when Josh Allen and DJ Moore are a better quarterback wide receiver duo by far.
We
The Patriots
we
have to
give
play a
so much
first place
shit to the
schedule this year. They
Bills.
could fucking miss
We
the
haven't even
playoffs.
seen these duos play football together.
The
What are we
Patriots,
talking
the
about?
Patriots,
I give
the
shit to the
Patriots
Bills
could miss.
because I'm a Bills fan and I know what to expect
The
from my team
Patriots
half
could
the
miss
time.
this year. I'm just saying they could miss entirely.
I think they're a wild card team. I don't think
I
they
do
win the
too.
division.
I do too.
I
But
think
they
they'll be
could,
the
just like I
five.
said, the Titans could make it. The Patriots could miss.
I think for as much as
Oh, wait,
I could.
Do you think that the Titans are going to make it over the Pats?
No.
No.
But I'm saying it's
I was-
possible that the Patriots miss the playoffs.
I think
entirely.
Drake May.
Drake May is
obviously,
having
like
a
we
down
said, this
year
is a
this
big year for Drake May, but he definitely has shown last year that he is capable at playing at a higher level. It's not just some run of the mill quarterback. Like
I'm not the type to use the schedule excuse, but that was one of the lightest schedules.
It was,
maybe
yes,
in NFL
yes,
history.
but I mean,
I could
the-
not
the-
believe the teams they were playing.
The
And
worst-
even
the-
against
the-
the good
like-
teams, like the players missing from the rosters as well.
The
It was
worst I
unbelievable.
think I remember seeing Drake May play was the second half of the Bills game, the Super Bowl, and the Denver game.
Every playoff game last
Every
year.
playoff game,
He
actually.
did not
Every
have a
playoff
good playoff game last year. Even the Chargers, they were right there with playoff Justin Herbert the entire time.
I was really rooting for Herbert, man.
I was too.
I was like, Justin Herbert can do it.
I was too.
but
I'm
he
like,
didn't do
dude,
it.
please send these clowns home because they have no right to be here. And look where it got us. One of a just snooze fest of a Super Bowl. It was horrible because the Patriots did not fucking belong there. And I'm not saying we belong there either. I think Denver versus Seattle would
I
have
think
been
Denver should have.
an absolute cinema of a game if Bo Nix was able to
I
stay
wish
healthy.
that.
But no,
God,
I
wish the
I
Bills
have the
could have got
Bills.
there.
I have the Patriots being a wild card team. I have the Dolphins 3 wins as their ceiling.
I just think
They're not
also
going to win a
with
game
the
on the
Bills,
road this year. They're going to be so bad.
the Bills have a
Jets are gonna be
couple
right
of
there
coin
with them.
flip games. Bills have more
We do.
than their fair hand
We
of
have a
coin
tough.
flip games.
We have a
this year,
very
too.
tough schedule, but that also means the Patriots, who are in a first place schedule with our same division rotation, also have a tough schedule. And Drake May's never played against that before. 2 fourth place schedules in his career he's played against. And when he plays against good teams simultaneously, like a playoff game, like playoff bracket, his team was able to
But
get
the
him
thing
through
that-
it on some ridiculous circumstances. He was terrible.
Do we all think not to fast forward, but do we agree that the Bills are starting 0-1?
Is it Houston?
Yes.
It's at Houston. It's not
No.
ridiculous.
No.
I mean, obviously, I'm
I
going to
think
pull
we're
for
gonna
the
win.
Bills and be like, yeah, let's go out and win. But my real, like, with how bad we've played at Houston, we haven't beat the Texans since Davis Mills came here in the pouring rain
this
back in,
is
like,
a different. This is a
21,
different year.
22.
We got completely new coaching staff and everything. All the previous superstitions with matchups against teams, I'm throwing out the
Mhm.
window. It's a clean slate.
Yep.
I'm rocking with this week 1.
Listen,
So I'm always
I
always going to rock
I know
that.
you
We're not
might
going
not
to
agree
repeat
with
the
this.
same mistakes we always make because we don't have the same guys. running
I
the
know you
show.
might not agree with this, but I think the Bills lose week 1 to the Texans.
It's not.
And I don't think
we
it's a
can,
blowout.
but
I
I
don't
don't think we will.
And we have the Lions the next week. I think we beat the Lions, but unless the Lions go back to their old form of just being a young, gunslinging, high points offensive team, and we got the Chargers, which we should mop the floor with. We got the Patriots.
It's TNF at home as well. We should handle Detroit
I think
pretty well.
the thing is, though, I think this is going to be the best Bills defense we've, like, ever seen.
Now,
Like,
is it
ever.
crazy to me? Is it crazy
Yeah,
of me to
we've
say that I
seen.
think that I think we lose to the Patriots our first
We split
meeting
with
in
New England.
Buffalo, but then we
gonna
beat them
split with
in
them.
Foxborough.
We did that last year.
I don't think it's crazy. Yeah, I think
We're
we
beating
split with the
the
Patriots
Rams too,
regardless.
by the way.
We always seem to play better in Foxborough than we do in Buffalo against the
I
Patriots.
think that's a point of when we play the Rams. That's going to be a point of the year, like how I said they're giving me those 2022 Bills vibes. That's going to be that point of the year where it's like early-ish mid-season where people are questioning the Rams, and then they win games later on. But I do think we beat them as well. We play them like
Patriots games are coin flips, obviously, because it can go either way. The Rams game would be. The Ravens game. The Vikings game could be.
The Dolphins game.
The Bears and Broncos are both coin flip
Broncos,
games.
we probably lose. I think we're beating the Bears. Vikings is
It's
tough.
going to be close.
We're
I
sweeping
mean,
the Jets and Dolphins. I'm sorry, but they're two of the worst teams in the NFL. The Dolphins are like not a competent NFL team.
I'm just saying, regardless of what you want to say, and like
this roster they're putting.
I agree. We should, but like last year, not counting the second Jets game because that's backups and Mitch Trubisky, whatever. But Josh Allen had 0 touchdowns accounted for against the Jets in MetLife. He almost got hurt. He came back in the game. Whatever you want to say. The Dolphins were within a Tua interception of beating us at home, and then they absolutely destroyed us in Miami. So I mean, new slate, wipe it clean, whatever. But I'm just saying it's not. It's two different teams, two different slates, but it's just
Fair
ridiculous
enough.
when you think about it in retrospect.
All right, so what's the
Fair
AFC playoff picture then? If we've decided our
So-
division winners,
If we got
Who's going to be the 1 seed? I think Denver's going to be the 1 seed in the AFC.
I think it's
I
gonna.
don't think it's ever. I think as much like
Denver.
you could say the Bills or whatever, but I don't think the Bills
it's
have
Denver
ever
or
really.
Buffalo. It's either the West or the East team. I don't have enough confidence in someone in the
Unless
South
the
to have
Ravens
more
go
than 10
insane
wins and
sicko
same-
mode.
No, I don't
Sicko
see it.
mode or Mo
Sadly,
Mambo.
I don't see it.
I have the Rams as the one in the NFC.
We can formation a bracket at a different point. We've kind of get
Yeah.
the gist of like who's in and who's out. I will fire up BDGE now if you guys want. Give me 1 second.
all right. If it's all right, I'm gonna head off for the night.
All right.
No, it's not all right.
I'm gonna goon to Nathan Harrington.
All right. We're still live.
And that was not needed.
Nate.
Hold on, wait, John. I need you real
Sees.
quick to. I need to be able to see if I'm able to. Sorry for the black screen live. It'll be 1 second. I just need to be able to. I'm trying to test this new overlay, so I don't know.
By the way, guys, Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld's daughter's name is Harper.
Harper. So this looks good, and you guys are able to see my share screen with the game thing, right? In the in the call.
Yep.
Okay. And then now I want to wait for the live stream to make sure that it picks this up as well. Okay, it does. All right, perfect. So which ones do we normally do? The grid, or do you want to try imposter?
We do grid, we do darts. Imposter's new, it's really fun. And then we do them all, honestly, but I mean, it depends. Definitely the grid, though. We could start off with grid and work from there.
Okay. Name every Oklahoma
gents.
player drafted since 1990 who has had a 500-plus yards from scrimmage season in the
I can-
NFL.
Jalen
Okay,
Hurts.
this
Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson, Jalen Hurts,
Kyler Murray.
Marquise Brown, Mark Andrews, Joe Mixon,
Jalen Hurts.
Andre Stevenson,
Okay, hold on. Oh,
Broncos 2023 wide receiver.
Kyler Murray.
Oh, Marvin Mims.
Marvin Mims.
Marquise Brown. Yeah, Marvin Mims.
Is it
Ramondre
gonna-
Stevenson.
Will Hollywood Brown work? No, it won't.
No, it's got to be just do Brown. Yeah,
Oh, there's so many Browns. I think it's
Marquise Brown.
Queese Brown. Yeah.
Marquise.
CD Lamb.
Ramondre Stevenson. Oh, CeeDee Lamb is the 2020. Yeah.
Ramondre Stevenson. We said some other names. You said
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews.
2018. Yeah. Joe. Did we
Joe
already
Mixon?
did? No.
Wait,
Yeah. Was Joe Mixon a Sooner? I don't think was Joe Mixon a Sooner.
It's a 2017
I don't know.
Bengal.
Yeah. Is it Joe Mixon? If it's not Joe Mixon, I know who it is.
Who is it? Who do you think it is?
It would be Samaje Perine if it's not Joe Mixon.
I mean, we have 5 misses. I'm gonna guess Joe Mixon first. Actually,
No.
I'll shoot P Ryan first.
Perine did play for Oklahoma.
Wow, he was the Commanders one. Ooh.
Oh, the 2017 is Joe Mixon.
Wow, dude.
Two for
Great
one.
snipe from both you guys. Good shouts there.
I know. Okay. I know one purely off of Madden franchise.
Yeah.
It's the Titan.
Who is it?
It's Dorian Green Beckham.
Oh, okay. Is it
I used to
Dorian
play Madden franchise with DeMarco Murray and Marcus Mariota and him.
Green Beckham? Is it
It's
hyphenated?
like Green Beckham. Yes.
Dorial. I was saying Dorian. My bad. Wow, Nate. Oh my god. That's kind of ball knowledge, dude.
2016 Giant.
So is this their drafted by draft year?
I'm pretty sure 2016.
2011. I think
Shepard.
that's DeMarco Murray.
I think
or
2011
2011 running back.
Sterling Shepard.
Ooh. Sterling Shepard and DeMarco
I think-
Murray. I'll shoot both of them.
My knee's on a beach, shebang.
All of my ops. They did.
Oh.
Hey boys,
Who's
we got a lock in here.
A 1998 tight end for Washington.
That's probably like where we don't get it, you know, but
2013 Saints receiver.
Twenty 2010 Bengals tight end. 2017 Jaguars.
What the fuck?
Okay, the only Jaguars from like 2017 would I know are DJ Shark and
DJ
is
Chark,
it something Westbrook? Isn't it? Isn't there a
D.D.
Westbrook on
Westbrook?
their team?
D.D.
Westbrook
might be
and
Dang.
Nice.
unbelievable.
when he's on the beach,
I think I know 2013
Who?
because
Say
he was
swear.
relevant until a couple years ago.
Hmm.
His name's Kenny Stills.
Oh,
Yo,
it is Kenny Stills. Yo,
Bang.
I don't know who
Dude.
any of the last 3 are, but it'll be fun to guess.
2005 Ravens wide receiver. I wasn't even born. I wasn't even alive yet.
Brandon was born, punk.
I was. Well, no. Well, yeah, about halfway through the season, I was born.
2005 Ravens. I don't know.
Let me see if we have any tips from the chat. We do not. We still have 3 people up in here, though. I think I'm one of them, but
I don't know why, but college is when it relates to college, it ain't that hard.
it's not. Do we want to move on here? I don't think we have any more guesses.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Next.
get any of these.
We'll still be
All right,
better.
well, I'm
than
gonna-
Yo, we cooked them. I'll take
I'm gonna head to bed, fellas.
All right.
All right, goodbye, chat. Bye, fellas.
See you, John.
See ya.
Who
We,
the
yo,
fuck
we
are these
crushed that
people?
though. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, we did good.
Steven Alexander.
I need to make sure that when he leaves that the cameras are good. Yeah, so
Why is my camera off? On bottom.
yeah, hold on 1 second. Sorry, chat. I didn't want him to leave for that reason. But
Cam Schlittler had 13 Ks today.
13 strikeouts.
Most in his career, he has an AL leading 1.71 ERA.
Cy Young is what I like to call lockdown. Oh, you're
Yo,
back?
get out of here, bro.
Really quickly.
I'm trying to
I
adjust the
need your,
cameras. What do you need?
I need ball knowledge help here. Maybe Nate could help. It's a fantasy football related thing.
Can you
All
text
right.
him?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so
Yep.
I'm just trying to fix the
Bye-bye.
cameras. Thank you.
Yes.
Beat shebang. On my apps, they did. They're trying to gas me up. Where does it go?
Does it
My
go?
head.
My head?
People can kind of see how the stream setup's looking here. So, Nate, can you kind of explain how the imposter game works while I'm doing this?
Basically, they'll give you a list of guys in a certain prompt, and you gotta see what guys fit that prompt. So I think it'll give you like 10 players, and then one of them is wrong. So they'll
Oh, it's
have
like
you
what we were doing
guess.
earlier.
Yeah, it's almost like cross them off. It's basically cross them off.
Oh, okay, then we can just do that instead of actual cross them off. Nice. Okay. So,
If it's the same one that I did yesterday, I'll just let you guys do it, okay? Because
Alright.
I did one yesterday. I did it really late in the night, so
today's board shows
this
the
is the
top
one I
10
did, so I
list
can't help
for
you
an
guys.
NFL season, but one player doesn't belong. They're the imposter. Smuggled it from outside the top 10. One by one, tap the players you know were in the top 10 to eliminate. It is, dude. It's cross them off one by one.
Mhm. I can't help you. I did this. I aced. I
Select
got
one
this all
player at a
correct.
time that you think ranked inside the top 10 for receiving yards in the NFC in 2024. In 2024.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Torn, so we need to alternate here. Or no, actually, no, we can just work together here. In
Yes.
24,
I think AJ Brown was definitely in the top.
I would
10.
say CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin, and AJ Brown, St. Brown, Terry McLaurin, and CeeDee Lamb are four I'm like very confident in crossing off. Terry McLaurin was obviously like a dog. The Commanders,
Yeah, that's
made
rookie
the
JD5.
conference championship. JSN was kind of on the scene. He was second year. So he was
He's
on
torn. You
and
gonna
off.
help the guy?
But
I gave him some.
Jaden Reed's throwing me out. Justin Jefferson was hurt, and that's why I'm like, I think
Then-
this year he was injured for part
I
of it.
think the safe options are McBride, Kittle, Lamb, JSN, and Amra.
Yeah.
If you switch.
Also, before anything, when you click on them, it'll let you know if you're right. Like it'll show
Yeah,
the
I
ranking
figured.
and everything.
All right, start clicking, bro.
All right, I'm gonna cross off CeeDee Lamb. He was 5th. Okay, so it tells us where they ranked as
All right.
well.
I like Amon-Ra then.
Amon Ra. He's 3rd.
I like McBride.
I'm pretty sure the person who's supposed to be here but isn't is Malik Neighbors. I like CeeDee Lamb. I like AJ Brown probably.
Yep, you said AJ Brown.
Justin
Okay.
Jefferson feels safe, but I like Drake London.
Then go for it.
I like Trey McBride. Drake London was 2. I like Trey McBride.
I like George Kittle because he was my tight end for fantasy.
George Kittle.
I like him.
Okay. All right, we have, let's see, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 10. We're missing 4, 7, and the number 1 answer. I think then it has to be Justin Jefferson because
Yeah.
even
Then
if
let's knock off Jaden Reed.
that would mean you think it is, like that would mean we think Jaden Reed was in the top 10 though. Like, do you think he was?
No.
I don't
Do you?
either. I think Jaden Reed's the imposter.
All right, then go Terry.
I think that's pretty because look, if Jaden Reed was in the top 10 in the NFC, if you have more receiving yard, do you want to just cross off these 3?
Yeah.
I don't want to not overthink it. All right, Terry was 9. I'm gonna do Jay Jetta 1. He wasn't hurt then. When was he? Was he hurt in 23?
Wait,
He was hurt in
wait,
23.
wait.
I always get it mixed up. So we had AJ Brown at the 10. It's got to be JSN. He still was good enough with Geno Smith. I know DK was
Sure.
still on the team, but there's just no way it was Jaden Reed.
So was Tyler Lockett.
I'm not overthinking this. All right, thank fuck.
20.
Imposter found. They're all 1,000 yards. I was gonna say I don't know if Jaden Reed's ever had.
See the
1,000
actual top
yards.
10. Was it Malik Neighbors?
It was Malik Neighbors.
Was.
I thought that was pretty. If it said NFC, I thought that was pretty obvious there. We didn't rank high enough because of our time, but all these people are cheating, obviously, doing it in less than 10 seconds. So,
I got this pretty quickly though.
yeah.
I didn't think this one was that terrible.
I think we overthunked it a little bit just because we played.
Mine it came down to him and JSN for me. I knew pretty much everyone else.
Okay, I'm just real quick gonna check on the stream time. Yeah, we can
Daily
probably
rip,
finish these
baby.
out. All right, the rip.
I'll probably do one more.
Which one is? Wait, should we do rip or darts? Which one is the rip?
Darts. Rip is the fantasy lineup.
Oh yeah, let's do darts. Okay, let's throw today's dart. Did you do this yet, Nate?
No, I only did imposter.
Receptions cumulative NFC in their careers. We need 5,200.
Yes. Larry Fitzgerald.
All right. Larry Fitzgerald.
Get some heavy hitters out of the way so we can work low numbers and make this difficult.
Jason Witten.
Jason Witten.
Okay.
Julio.
We're already halfway. Julio Jones. Um.
6'7".
Give me.
Okay, we got. Okay. We gotta
gotta
be
slow
careful
it
though, because
down
we
a
don't
little
want to.
bit.
We
Gotta
don't.
slow it down.
We don't want to get too high of a number now.
Yeah.
He's 600.
Devontae Adams.
If,
I think is a good one.
go for it.
He won't be
go
too
for it.
Devontae Adams has been.
Then we-
He
yeah,
does
but then
not
we
have
can
more
knock it down.
career
We have three
receptions than Larry
picks.
Fitzgerald.
We have three picks. Yeah, go.
Yeah, he's the lowest on the list.
900. Jay Jettis does not have
To go.
900.
Jefferson?
I feel
Yeah,
like we
Justin
can-
Jefferson.
Yeah, we can put that down. That'll knock it down more.
Okay,
That's Justin Brown.
I like that. Sorry, I was hoping it would give it to me at the top, but 362. Okay, we can kind of narrow
Would
this down
Amon-Ra
here.
be ridiculous?
I think he has. I think
He
he's got
definitely
more
has
at
more.
this point. He's got more than 360. At this
Should we
point.
go with more recent? What about
Puka could be a guy.
What about,
I
like,
that.
like Tet or someone like really recent?
I like Puka.
Or do you think
because
that's
then
too
we can go
few?
with Tet- We can go with Tet this if this last one's close.
Well, did Puka have a 100 reception year?
Oh, for sure,
Because he had multiple.
for sure.
Probably not.
Do we think
Wait.
Puka has more than 362 in his career?
That's what I'm trying to. No, I don't think so. I don't think he has more than 362. I don't think we bust on this. Pause. He's played 3 years. He's probably averaged close to 100 a year, probably 100 a year, but not 100.
Okay, let's lock it in.
Not
Let's lock it
100.
in.
Not
Let's lock it in.
120 per year.
49.
All right, 49.
13.
Recent. This
It's
has to be
gotta be-
recent then.
I want to pick a rookie player.
What about Tyler Ward?
Ooh,
Tyler Warren.
Oh,
That's
Tyler-
a great idea.
Tyler Warren isn't in the NFC.
That is
Oh.
also a great idea.
Idiot.
It's okay. It happens. It happens. You forget about the rule thing.
Fuck.
49 receptions. Oh boy.
Hmm.
Be here a minute. What about a Jahan Dotson? That's a sneaky one, I feel like.
Jahan Dotson. Do you think he did enough on the Commanders? He's been in the league since 2022. I think.
He's got to have more than 49 then.
That's a lot. He could have had.
What about a
49 in
Darnell
1
Mooney?
year. Darnell
like a
Mooney has
Darnell
way more. He's
Way
been in the
more?
league since 2020, dude. He was balling on the Bears those first few years. He definitely had more than 49 in 1 year.
Solid 2 to 3 wide receiver. That was a rookie. And it counts tight ends too.
I'm thinking AJ Barner maybe. That's what I was going the tight end route.
AJ Barner.
Hold.
AJ Barner sounds like a fire pole. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Although, has he been? Is he a? If he wasn't a rookie, then I'm not picking him. Yeah, he's not. I'm not picking him. He's been in 2 years.
Bro. What did Emeka Ibuka finish with?
Definitely more than 49.
More than 4? Oh,
How
because he
long
got
is-
hurt.
How long's
in-
Theo Johnson been in? 2 years again?
years.
2 years. Yeah, I'm not confident. It has to be a rookie in my opinion. To kind of.
I don't, but oh yeah, because remember when we did the one with Cam Newton, it was like it had to specifically be Cam Newton.
That was crazy. That was just a nice pull. I was thinking Isaac Tesla, but I don't think he has enough. He had like
Enough volley.
he had barely a lot of catches last year. They were just all like touchdowns.
Who are we thinking?
We just threw some
I
names
don't-
out that
I-
I'm not
I-
confident with.
Yeah, I said Ibuka, but I don't know how great of an answer that is.
I think tight end.
We threw out some tight ends, but Theo Johnson and AJ Barner have both been in 2 years, so I'm not really confident in that.
The NFC.
What about
What about
do you think
Dontavian
Loveland had?
Wicks?
Dontavian Wicks could be a decent one.
I like that.
How long has Wicks been in the NFL? Try to think of like really
Wicks.
like role players.
I think Wicks has been in for 3. I think he was 23. Yeah. He's an option.
I'm just thinking because the Packers have so much receiving depth. It's like
He's actually on the Eagles now.
injury filler. Yeah. Like injury filler. Like
I don't know, dude. I think Wicks has to have, in 3 years, he has to have more than 49 receptions. 49 receptions is not a lot.
it's not, but it's
This
like
has to be like a
if we're
middle of the
going
pack rookie, like I'm not gonna
if
say
we're
bum.
going rookie though, that they would at least have to be a solid option. Like
Yeah.
they're not just
A middle of the pack rookie is what I'm thinking. Like Colston Loveland definitely had more than this. for
Luther
example.
Burden.
Burden of Luth.
Do you think Burden of Luth had 49 or more? Well, technically less, but we want less. But like, do you think he had more than 40, 49? I only say that because I feel like I really didn't notice him until the end of the year.
I was gonna say that's what that could be like.
The only thing that's speaking to me right now is Luther Burden.
Burden?
I'm trying to think through all the teams right
I
now.
don't know who else would be possible. I don't know if we can get 0 here.
Who else drafted like?
I'm good with Luther Burden.
Luther Burden could be a solid pick, but also
Ricky
could
Pearsall?
fuck us. He could have had. Let me hold on. Let me check the chat. I think they're allowed to help.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You got
Brock.
knowledge, they got
Brock
knowledge.
says Leggett. Actually, no, he has way more. Burden's Brock also. So I have to when I have this, I have to have the chat up on my phone.
Yeah.
So I don't I'm not always looking down. because
Luther
I
Burden's
don't
the only
want people
thing
to think
calling
I'm,
to me right now.
cheating.
Go with Burden then. I like
Luther
Luther.
Burden, chat.
If anything, we
Brock
barely
backs
missed,
us
right?
as
You know, we
well.
stay under.
I think we'll stay
think
under.
we
I don't
stay
think he
under.
had 50 plus. Let's see if we're right. It's funny that chat can technically can look it up. 47. We got 2.
Wow.
Dude, we fucking cook on darts
Bro.
every week. Unbelievable.
What were the possible answers?
Those are just the top 10.
Top 10
Those would be the top
I
10
know,
in
but, like-
receiving yards or receptions, all time.
650 or 645 out of 6.
Jerry Rice, obviously. Chris Carter, Isaac Bruce, Art Monk.
I'm pulling this up on my
Anquan
phone.
Boldin. Art Monk.
Dude, Art Monk. What do you guys know about Art Monk, man?
I do not know about Art Monk.
2 from 0 once again.
Was it 49?
Damn, you can get 0 in less than 7 rounds and they'll give it to you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It was 49. Did anyone have
Dude.
49 career receptions? Should we look up
Tariq
players?
Cohen, Demarcus Robinson, and Michael Rivera.
Yeah. All right, good pull on Luther Burden. If we got any of those, we'd be cheating. So, because there's just no way we'd get those off the dome. But,
That's crazy. Burden of Luth. Why couldn't you have 2 more catches, man?
All right, ladies and
tough.
gentlemen,
That's tough.
we're gonna go ahead and probably hop off for the night. We had a pretty active chat, so appreciative of that. Should discuss more. We have 6 viewers now, right as we're about to head off, which sucks. Anyone who missed anything, you guys want to head back in the live stream, rewatch the episodes, whatnot. We appreciate it. Like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys. Yeah, next week we might be on a different day again. We'll announce it as usual. Well, no, next week will be normal. That's July is when we get a little iffy. But we'll see you guys next time.